a while.
NBA blockbuster trades.
Yes.
Let's start with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was traded from the Nets to the Phoenix Suns for a package that includes Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, 4 unprotected future first-round picks. I don't really get this move for the Suns, but you guys tell me. Convince me that this is a good move.
Sold the bag. I don't trust Kevin Durant. I know he can score points, but at what point does he ruin the Suns? It's Hurricane Durant just blowing around the nation. Just go from coast to coast, from Golden State up to Brooklyn, just destroying everything in his wake. And he won one time, right? Won one time with the Warriors. Or won 2 championships, one MVP, and then basically they were like, you got to get out of here because you and Draymond are beefing and we like Draymond better. I feel like, and we're going to get to the Lakers trade, I feel like the Suns lost this trade. I feel like they lost it. So now Jay Crowder's gone. Cam Johnson, nice young piece, is gone. Mikal Bridges, a guy that can really fill it up, is gone. But the thing that hits you the most is your future. You mortgaged your future, long-term future for this. And we've seen Frankenstein situations, right? We saw the Rams do it. I think there's a big difference in the way that the Heat did it and the way that the Suns are doing it. So 4 first-round picks, gone. That to me is the biggest part of this trade. Kevin Durant can score a lot, but the West is an absolute logjam. I feel like the Suns lost this trade. I don't think they're going to win it. I don't think CP3 is going to win a ring. I love Devin Booker and Kevin Durant together, but again, defensively for the Suns. And I've said something similar with the Mavericks, getting Kyrie. Yes, him and Luka are going to be able to score. Yes, the Suns are going to be able to score. Can they stop anybody? That is the question. I just feel like they gave up too much for Kevin Durant, who, if it doesn't go good, not only are you losing games, but he will become a cancer in the locker room. I promise you he'll become a cancer in the locker room.
100%.
Blaine, Suns, tied for 4th place in the West.
True.
They were probably already going to lose Jay Crowder. Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
The rest of this trade, though. What do you think?
The Cam Johnson, I'm fine with. The Jay Crowder, I'm fine with. Mikal Bridges hurts.
Yes.
Mikal's a good player on both sides when it comes
to
defense
defender
and offense. He can score and play great defense. The 4 first-rounders is too much. It's too much. I get it's Kevin Durant. 3, I'd understand, but 4, that's a lot. This is what they do. You're not going to have Chris Paul that much longer. How many years do you think you have Chris Paul? 2? Maybe, hell, this might be his last year. You weren't going to win a championship with that roster. You just weren't. So now you have Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton. That's a good enough roster to win a championship. All right, well, who did you run into last year? You ran into Luka and the boys. All right, how do you fix that? You have to get a guy, and like Kevin Durant might be a cancer, which he is for sure, a guy that no one likes in the locker room, but his almost 7-foot ass could go out there and drop a 40-piece every day if he wanted to. He's almost impossible to stop. So this is what to do. I think the Suns gave up too much. Yeah, but how much is a championship worth? How much can you run in the playoffs, be this close, Game 7 at home versus the Mavs last year, and y'all get beat by 20+? There's one person who can fix that, right? Or at least make it closer, and that's one of the best scorers we've ever seen when it comes to the game of basketball, in Kevin Durant. Do I think the Suns gave up too much? I do. Do I understand it? I do, because you can only get there so close so much and not win it.
And I think, and this is where I agree with you, I think since the Suns have never won an NBA championship, it makes more sense to me. I think if there was any team that had won an NBA championship within the last 5 to 10 years, they would not have given up this much. At some point, do you just get so tired of it, you just throw it off? Sometimes in poker, we see this a lot, right? Haven't won it, I'm an underdog, I'm going all in. I'm going all in on this hand. I'm either going to win it here or we're never going to win it. At least this go around. They've never won one, David. So I can understand them saying, you know what? I'll go hire a mercenary for a year or 2 to give us a chance and mortgage the future. Because just like anything, right? If they were to win a championship this year, you could eat off that for 20 years.
Without a doubt. And we kind of talked about this, a similar comparison with the Christian.
Bay.
Well, no, that's another good one. I was thinking
Bay.
the mid-season Christian McCaffrey trade, because the 49ers did give up a lot to get Christian McCaffrey. But we said, hey, they haven't been able to get over that hump in the NFC Championship. If they go win the Super Bowl this year, it will be worth it for the years to come. Yeah. So definitely with the Suns, and I'm glad you brought up Tampa Bay, because like we said, that win in Tampa Bay, that's not New York City. That's not LA. That'll mean a lot for them. And and fans will buy into a rebuild. So I understand that. My problem is Kevin Durant has proven to be the problem at so many different places. Even when he got put on the Warriors team, an all-time great team, basically, and I hate to say this, Draymond Green was right when he said, we won before you got here, we won after you left, you were the problem, you have to get out. So what I'm asking is this a move just for this season? Is it like, hey, we're coming up on the All-Star break, we have to win the championship this season, or will this affect maybe Chris Paul staying another year?
Again, if I'm giving you 4 first-round picks and Jay Crowder and Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, your ass better be around for a while. Like it's
you can't bet on that with Kevin Durant.
That's what I'm saying. That's what makes this so dangerous. You are playing with fire. You are 100% playing with fire because when you get a player like Kevin Durant and him and LeBron are different, they now become the organization. That is when Kevin Durant goes somewhere, he is now the focal point of the organization. That's why when there was talk about him going to the Celtics last year and this year, I said it's the worst thing they can do. The worst thing they can do because they have built up a culture and a core where it is about the organization and not about the individual player. Yes, Jason Tatum's a superstar, but how many problems do you see with Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown or any of those guys off the court? You really don't see it over there because they're about the team. Kevin Durant is and will always be about Kevin Durant. So when it comes down to it, and if it doesn't work, he is going to throw everybody under the bus except himself. That's where all these problems start with Kevin Durant. If it doesn't go good, it's never Kevin Durant's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. That's why when Draymond called him out on that situation, he got backed in the corner because they had won it before he got there. So it wasn't because of Kevin Durant that they won a championship. It was Kevin Durant having to go to a place where they made it about the team, and then they win it. He tries to big boy everybody, and they kick his ass out of town.
I give it a year max after this. They win it this year. I give it another year next year that Kevin Durant's still in Phoenix, and then we'll see what happens. You made a deal with Voldemort, man. That's what you did.
Either way, this failed experiment in Brooklyn is the biggest superstar disaster.
Well, and I think Brooklyn came out pretty okay on this.
I think, again...
Now, I'm just talking about this situation of putting KD, Kyrie, and James Harden all together. All three of them.
The three biggest divas in the NBA.
Well, guess what? I wouldn't be shocked if Ben Simmons is the next one out the door.
That's interesting.
I would not be shocked if Ben Simmons was the next one out the door.
That's interesting. At this point, you got players to play.
Dude, you just got 4 first-round picks. You got Mikal Bridges. You got Cam Johnson. You got Jay Crowder. And picks. And you just got rid of Kyrie.
I think what they got from that
That's what I'm saying. I'm moving Ben Simmons right now, and I am going to start putting together this.
And do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
Could actually be the best thing for the Nets. Hey, you two, appreciate you guys checking us out. Do me a favor. You probably have, but if you haven't, look at that subscribe button. You go ahead and hit that bad boy. Ring that bell like Quasimodo and hit that like button as well. We really appreciate it. Helps the show grow, helps the grass grow, and it helps Blaine's beard grow. And we all know how important that is to saving the human race.